Hi folks, Freedom Rolling here. Today, for our talk, I wanted to go over to Matthew 10, at least the second part of it, where Jesus is saying, I come not to bring peace, but a sword. I will set father against son, mother against daughter, and those who choose their parents or their children over me are not worthy of me. Now, what does that mean? Well, if we look back to the Ten Commandments, obviously a lot of people point to honor thy father and thy mother. Unfortunately, there are a lot of parents out there who have seen this as a golden ticket. This does not mean that your children have to treat you like a god and that you are completely above your children and that you are on top. No, that's not what that means. A lot of the reason why Jesus said this in Matthew 10 was, if you look at the Kings and the Chronicles, there were so many that did evil in the sight of the Lord. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. And the first great commandment is love the Lord your God. That comes up several times. The second one is to love thy neighbor as thyself. So the idea here is that if the parents or the children, they aren't actually loving the Lord thy God, then that's an appropriate time to say, hey, wait a minute. This isn't right. And I know a lot of people like to point to John chapter 8, stating you are of your father the devil. And a lot of that kind of goes to the same thing, where they were so entrenched on following their parents, not realizing how much evil they were actually doing, that they ended up falling into that trap. But the good news is, Jesus gave us an out. You don't have to be slaves of your parents. You can do what is good in the eyes of the Lord. Keep that in mind. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And follow your internal compass, because it will lead you to do good in the eyes of the Lord.